Malta, a Mediterranean paradise known for its beauty and rich history, hides a darker side beneath its stunning beaches and ancient streets. In this video, we uncover the challenges the island faces, from political unrest to environmental crises. Join us at BabyEagle as we explore the untold story of Malta. Environmental challenges and rapid development in Malta. Malta, a small island with a rich history, is undergoing significant transformation due to rapid tourism growth. In 2023, the island surpassed 3 million visitors, bringing with it a range of challenges. Former fishing villages like St. Julian's and Sliema have become bustling urban hubs, leading to debates on how to preserve Malta's heritage while accommodating modern progress. Local organizations including Flimkingol Amjenta Jar, FAA, are sounding the alarm about uncontrolled development threatening the island's precious green spaces. With more construction projects taking place, concerns have risen about the long-term impact on Malta's environment. One of the most pressing issues is water scarcity, with predictions that by 2030, it will become a significant challenge. Malta's already limited freshwater resources are under strain, not only from the demands of growing populations, but also from the increased runoff caused by construction and the intensifying effects of climate change. Hey there, where are you from? I want to know which city you're watching our video from. Please leave a comment so we don't feel lonely. A small action like this will motivate us to make more videos. Thank you, and much love to you. Waste management is another critical issue Malta is grappling with. The island's aging infrastructure is struggling to keep up with the surge in population and tourism. Illegal dumping has become more common, and air pollution is on the rise. According to a 2024 report from the European Environment Agency, Malta is one of the European countries most affected by air quality-related health issues. Despite government initiatives, more than 70% of the island's waste still ends up in landfills, posing a serious threat to air quality and groundwater. In addition, the rising import of goods through the Grand Harbor is amplifying Malta's carbon footprint. As the island continues to attract tourists and investors, environmental concerns are intensifying, making it clear that balancing economic growth with environmental sustainability is a delicate challenge for the island's future. Malta's political landscape, a balance between tradition and change. Malta's political system operates as a parliamentary republic, modeled after the UK's Westminster system, with a multi-party structure where elected members of parliament (MPs) form the government. The Prime Minister, who leads the government, holds the most significant executive power, while the President, a largely ceremonial figure, ensures the constitutional integrity of the nation. In theory, this system promotes accountability by allowing elections if the Prime Minister loses the confidence of Parliament. However, ongoing concerns about transparency and the concentration of power have led many to question how effective these safeguards are in practice. The political scene in Malta is dominated by two major parties, the Labour Party and the Nationalist Party, which often leads to a fierce rivalry that divides the nation. This partisanship frequently manifests in protests and accusations of favoritism, as each party vies for control over the direction of the country. The deep political divide can sometimes create tensions within the citizenry, making it challenging to find common ground. All right. If you're new to this channel, BabyEagle warmly welcomes you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and remember to turn on the notification bell to catch our upcoming content. In 2024, the appointment of Miriam Spat de Bono as president sparked cautious optimism. Her role is seen as pivotal in enhancing transparency and serving the public interest during a period of heightened political tension. Still, with long-standing connections between business and politics in Malta, many question whether the country's leaders can truly break free from entrenched practices and drive the nation toward greater accountability and reform. Despite these concerns, Malta continues to grapple with balancing its traditional political structure with the need for change. As the island navigates its political future, the question remains, can Malta's political system evolve to reflect the demands of a modern, transparent democracy? Corruption and crime in Malta. Malta continues to face significant challenges related to corruption and organized crime, which undermine political integrity and public trust. In the 2023 Corruption Perceptions Index, Malta received a score of 51, ranking 55th out of 180 countries. This low score highlights ongoing concerns about the effectiveness of the country's anti-corruption measures and the transparency of its political institutions. High-profile cases, such as the ongoing investigation into former Prime Minister Joseph Muscat for alleged financial misconduct, have intensified public scrutiny. These accusations extend to several other influential figures, including the Deputy Prime Minister and the Governor of the Central Bank. As a result, there have been growing calls for stronger accountability and comprehensive reforms. The public remains wary of the entrenched power dynamics that many believe allow corruption to thrive at the highest levels of government. Despite the introduction of anti-corruption laws, progress has been slow. International observers have pointed out that essential reforms are often implemented only partially or inadequately. In fact, between 2021 and 2022, Malta was placed on the Financial Action Task Force's FATF Grey List, which flagged the country's financial practices as risky and in need of greater oversight. This global spotlight has further raised questions about the effectiveness of Malta's regulatory frameworks. In 2024, the European Prosecutor's Office uncovered fraudulent activities within Malta's Customs Department, shedding light on possible widespread corruption in public sectors such as health and finance. These revelations have only deepened concerns about the extent of the country's corruption problem and the ability of Maltese authorities to address it. As Malta navigates these complex issues, the demand for real political reform and the establishment of a more transparent, accountable governance system grows louder. Will Malta be able to overcome these challenges, or will corruption and organized crime continue to plague its political landscape? A flourishing financial center with room for improvement. In recent years, Malta has emerged as a vibrant international hub for finance, technology, and creative industries, attracting a broad array of global companies in banking, insurance, and wealth management. The island's business-friendly regulatory environment and attractive tax incentives have made it a hotspot for foreign investors. Malta's strategic location in the Mediterranean, coupled with its well-developed infrastructure, has further cemented its role as a key player in the global financial market. One of Malta's standout achievements in the financial sector is its embrace of digital finance. In 2018, the country introduced a regulatory framework for blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, earning it the nickname Blockchain Island. This progressive approach has made Malta a prime destination for fintech startups and technology innovators, creating an ecosystem that fosters creativity and technological advancement. However, as Malta's financial policies continue to attract international attention, there have been growing calls to improve regulations to ensure greater transparency and accountability. Critics argue that while the country's forward-thinking financial ecosystem offers many opportunities, it must also address concerns regarding financial integrity and consumer protection. As Malta's regulatory landscape evolves, maintaining a balance between innovation and oversight will be crucial in preserving the country's reputation as a secure and trustworthy financial center. In addition, Malta's Citizenship by Investment (CBI) program, launched in 2014, has attracted attention for both its economic benefits and ethical concerns. The program allows wealthy individuals to gain Maltese citizenship in exchange for significant investment in the country, raising questions about the implications for national identity, security, and the value of citizenship. While the program has contributed to Malta's economic growth, it has also sparked debates about the potential for citizenship for sale and the risks of creating a two-tiered society. As Malta continues to evolve as a global financial and technological hub, it faces the challenge of balancing economic growth with responsible governance. The island must ensure that its progressive policies promote long-term stability and inclusivity, while addressing the ethical concerns that accompany rapid development. Malta's online gaming industry, growth and concerns. Over the past 2 decades, Malta has transformed into a global hub for online gaming, attracting over 200 licensed gaming companies. Thanks to its strategic location, stable political environment, and favorable tax incentives, the industry now contributes approximately 14% to the country's GDP. As the island's gaming sector grows, it has become a significant economic player, attracting international companies seeking to take advantage of Malta's well-established regulatory framework. However, the rapid expansion of online gaming has also raised concerns, particularly regarding the accessibility of gaming platforms. A 2023 survey revealed that a portion of the population may be at risk of developing gambling-related issues, sparking debates about responsible gambling practices. While the economic benefits of the gaming sector are evident, Malta is facing increasing pressure to balance these gains with the potential social costs. As the island continues to promote its gaming industry, ensuring that ethical standards are upheld and that vulnerable populations are protected will be crucial for maintaining Malta's reputation as a responsible gaming hub. Illegal labor practices and worker exploitation in Malta. Malta's position as a migration gateway has attracted thousands of migrants seeking better opportunities, particularly from North Africa and other regions. Many of these workers find employment in sectors such as construction, agriculture, and domestic labor. Unfortunately, they often face exploitation, working long hours in hazardous conditions for low wages. A significant lack of legal protections leaves many workers vulnerable to unfair practices, with reports of withheld wages, unsafe working conditions, and job insecurity becoming increasingly common. The Global Slavery Index highlights the alarming rise in illegal labor practices, particularly within the hospitality and delivery services industries. In 2024, a European Union report estimated that approximately 4% of Malta's migrant workforce is at risk of exploitation. In response to these growing concerns, the Maltese government has launched a national strategy for 2024 to 2030, focusing on strengthening labor protections, improving victim identification, and providing greater support services through partnerships with the EU and the Council of Europe. While these efforts are promising, addressing the root causes of worker exploitation in Malta will require continued vigilance and reform. Malta's economy, tourism growth, and emerging challenges. Malta's strategic location, particularly following the opening of the Suez Canal, historically positioned it as an important stopover for maritime trade, boosting its economy through refueling ports. This advantageous role fueled early economic growth. However, by the late 19th century, the advent of long-range merchant ships reduced the reliance on such refueling stations, gradually diminishing Malta's economic momentum. In the mid-20th century, Malta faced a series of economic challenges, with its limited natural resources, such as limestone, and the inability to produce most of its food, leaving the island heavily dependent on external imports. In recent decades, tourism has emerged as a cornerstone of Malta's economy, contributing over a quarter of its GDP. The island's warm Mediterranean climate, rich history, and striking architecture make it a popular destination, drawing millions of tourists each year. Landmark UNESCO World Heritage Sites such as Valletta, the Hal Saflieni Hypogeum, and ancient megalithic temples further enhance Malta's appeal to global visitors. Despite this success, the tourism sector places immense pressure on Malta's infrastructure and resources. The island's limited freshwater supply, already strained by its small size and growing population, is further stressed by the increasing number of tourists. Managing this growth sustainably, while preserving the island's unique cultural heritage and natural environment, will be one of Malta's key challenges in the coming years. As Malta continues to thrive as a global tourist destination, finding a balance between economic prosperity and environmental sustainability will be essential to ensuring a resilient future for both the local population and the tourism sector. Illegal hunting in Malta, a persistent challenge. Malta's position as a key migration stopover between Europe and Africa makes it a hotspot for birdwatchers, attracting enthusiasts from around the world. However, this prime location also makes the island vulnerable to illegal hunting, a serious issue that persists despite wildlife protection laws. Many protected species, including turtle doves, harriers, and storks, are targeted by poachers. On average, around 100 endangered birds fall victim to illegal hunting activities every year. Some of these illegal operations are organized, feeding into a profitable trade in rare birds. Certain species of falcons, for example, can be sold for as much as $5,000. Over the past decade, authorities have recorded more than 4,000 incidents of illegal hunting, yet enforcement of wildlife protection laws remains inadequate. Shockingly, almost 90% of these cases result in minimal penalties or, in many instances, no punishment at all. The lack of effective action against illegal hunting undermines conservation efforts and threatens the delicate biodiversity of Malta. Local and international wildlife groups continue to call for stronger enforcement, harsher penalties, and more public awareness to combat this ongoing issue. As Malta's role as a migration hotspot continues to grow, safeguarding the island's wildlife remains a crucial challenge in balancing tourism, tradition, and environmental preservation. Malta's high population density, growth, challenges, and opportunities. With an area of just over 300 square kilometers and a population exceeding 500,000, Malta is set to become the most densely populated country in the European Union by 2024, surpassing even some of Europe's busiest urban centers. The appeal of this small island nation lies in its attractive tax incentives, breathtaking landscapes, and reputation for safety, which draw international workers, digital nomads, and retirees from all over the world. This rapid population growth, while beneficial in many ways, has led to several challenges. Traffic congestion has become a daily issue, with roads increasingly clogged, especially in urban areas. The demand for housing has driven property prices up, making it harder for locals to find affordable accommodation. Public services, including healthcare and public transport, are also under increasing strain, with long wait times and overburdened infrastructure becoming more common. In response, the Maltese government has proposed several strategies to manage urban growth, such as expanding public transport networks and encouraging more sustainable development. However, the road ahead remains uncertain, and balancing the needs of a growing population with the preservation of Malta's unique charm and resources will be a complex task. While these challenges may seem daunting, they also present opportunities for innovation in urban planning, green technologies, and sustainable tourism. which could ensure that Malta continues to thrive without compromising its quality of life. The key will be striking a balance between economic growth and maintaining the island's natural beauty and resources. Is Malta truly a paradise, or is it an illusion, veiled by its tourism industry and political stability? Beneath the surface of its pristine beaches, cobblestone streets, and glorious sunsets, the island faces undeniable challenges: environmental, political, social, and economic. The Maltese people have long been proud of their unique heritage and resilience, but the island's future will depend on how it addresses these complex issues. For those looking to truly experience Malta, it's worth exploring not only its picturesque vistas and ancient ruins, but also its deep-seated struggles and complexities. Only then can we understand the full picture of this fascinating, multifaceted island.